Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel and to the Ultimate Racing League and to race 3 of our Beetlemania challenge on a Wednesday evening. Now these races that we're doing now, they did take place just before Christmas. That's why a couple of the cars have got Christmas livery on, and the reason they're late is just that the regular commentator Darren at Idle4 Gaming has had a few issues to deal with at home, so again we wish him all the best, and I'm sure he'll be back pretty soon once he's sorted everything out, but that's the reason these races are a little bit delayed, so that's why I'm covering them. We've done races 1, which was an absolute disaster towards the end because the lobby decided to kick most people out, so only a few finished the race. Race 2 was much better, few spills and thrills along the way, but Stormfly actually stormed to victory and made it look very easy actually, so he's starting on pole today. We will have a look down the grid. So we're at race 3. You can see the headlights on the car are on, so it is getting a little bit darker out there. So if I can get the right camera angle, there we go. We'll have a run down the grid, shall we? So Stormfly is on pole position, Niggle is in second and Declan third, and that's been the theme of the throughout the races really. It's just those three seem to be running away with it. Biggie's in 4th, Viking 5th, Archer is 6th, Hodgie 7th, Phaser is 8th, P White 9th, Slowpoke 10th, Kian 11th, Grahamid Ali is 12th and Castrian 13th. Grahamid and Castrian not having a great race in race 2, but I'm sure they're keen to make up for it in this third and final 15-minute sprint race. So let's get it underway. There's been a change of tyres for everybody as well, so if I'm right, I think the top 3 are all going to be on hard tyres, and Biggie sitting in 4th is on softs. So it's going to be a bit of an interesting race. So let's see how we get on. Stormfly has proved to be a really quick. We didn't know anything about him before this race. This is his sort of debut racing for URL in the Beetlemania, and well, he's proved to be, like I said, a pretty quick character. So you can just see the Beetles getting a little bit twitchy there on turn 1. What am I on turn 1? They're already round at turn 6. No, tis turn. Oh, come on, Mark, sort yourself out. Tis turn 1. Yes, getting a little bit twitchy at turn 1. It's because I'm looking at the map upside down. I really need to do it the right way around, shouldn't I? So Stormfly then already trying to open up a little bit of a gap back to Niggle. Niggle coming under attack from Declan very early on. Remember, these 3 are all on the hard tyres as they go into turn 6 and 7. Probably bunching up just behind them. Now Viking has made his way up into 4th. He managed to get by. Oh, we've had a few go off. Kian, Slowpoke, let's have a look, see what happened there. Let's just see what happened here. It's all getting a bit tight in there. Everybody's very bunched up. So into turn 6 we go. P White on the inside of Kian. Kian trying to defend turn 7. Or maybe there's a little bit of a touch there. Slowpoke goes very wide. Kian goes on the grass. P White, he got himself out of sorts as well. But the 3 of them back up and running, and Grahamid takes full advantage and moves up into 10th. So still bunched up though, these 4 cars. P White now finds himself all the way down at the back in 13th. Up at the front though, Stormfly. Well, he's trying to get away from Niggle again, and picks up the fastest lap. It's only lap 1 obviously, a 1:25, but that's the bar that's been set on the hard tyres. Niggle in 2nd, Declan still in 3rd, although he's coming under attack from Viking. Oh, and Viking goes through to 3rd as Declan ends up on the grass. Let's just have a look, shall we, at what's happened there. Oh, come on, get the right camera, Mark. Oh, I'm doing it again, aren't I? What am I doing here? So Viking Daddy, he comes out of turn 12 onto the straight into turn 1. Viking has a look. Now, was the contact? There was a little bit of a kiss, but well, that's why I'm not saying too much about that. There was a little bit of a kiss and nothing intentional. In fact, probably Viking didn't even realise he tapped Declan, but Declan has gone from 3rd down to 6th. So he'll not be best pleased in that car at the minute. But back up to the top, and Viking has moved up into 3rd. He's on the soft tyres, and remember the 2 guys in front of him are on the hards. So Viking absolutely blasting his way through the field now, and he's got Nigel. He's lining Nigel up as they go down the hill towards the chicane for the 2nd time. I don't think Viking's going to get close enough to actually make a move this time around, as Nigel kicks up a lot of gravel, and that slows him down. Viking very quick into that, very late on the brakes into that chicane, and I think he caught himself out there. He was surprised at how quickly he got onto the back of Nigel, and it really is only a matter of time, I think, before Viking is making a move on Nigel, because he's on the soft tyres and he's looking like he's on an absolute mission. As they enter the S's through turns 2, 3 and 4 down the bottom of the hill, they'll have turn 5, which is where they have to be careful, and it's this turn here. Don't drift too far to the right, don't get the power on too early, and I think Nigel did do exactly that. He got the power just a little bit too early, and the back end of that Beetle just wanted to come round on him. Managed to save it, but it did cost him, and Vikings took full advantage of that mistake from Nigel and has moved up into 2nd. Archer is in 4th. He's on the soft tyres as well, so quite a few people going for the soft tyres in this 3rd and final race. So Archer having a decent race so far, sitting in 4th. Archer got the fastest lap as well at a 1:19.7. Fazer in 5th, much better from Fazer. Declan, he's now in 6th. Mohammed in 7th. Slowpoke is in 8th. Biggie 9th. Now Biggie, well, I really expected Biggie to be up there challenging for the lead, because he started in 4th and on the soft tyres with the 3 guys ahead of him on hard. But he's not had a great start, has he, to this 3rd and final race. We've still got plenty of time though. I mean, we are only, well, not even 5 minutes into this 15-minute race, so there's a good few laps to be had. Biggie all over the back of Slowpoke. Biggie on the soft tyres, Slowpoke on the mediums, and we've got a yellow flag. Why have we got a yellow flag? Let's have a look. Who's gone off? Well, Stormfly. Well, we're going to have to go back and have a look at this. Why has Stormfly picked up a penalty? Oh, it's turn 5 again. It's notorious. It is catching a lot of people out, and no exception there. It's Stormfly. Just he has been outstanding all day, all for the last 2 races. Not put a foot wrong. Comes out of turn 5, and he just drifts too far, and it spun him round, slams into the barrier on 1.5 seconds. Again, how cruel is that? Well, that has really put the cat among the pigeons now then, because the guy we thought that was going to absolutely run away with it, as he has done in the previous 2 races, now finds himself down in 5th with a 1.5 second penalty to serve. Our new race leader is Viking, and he is off and running. Nigel behind him. Well, Nigel has got his own little battle going on, because he's got Fazer and Archer chasing him down. Nigel just managing to hold on to 2nd. He is on the hard tyres. Fazer's gone in the inside. Archer's having a look as well as Fazer. I think Fazer, has he overcut that corner? Yes, he has. He went in there just a little bit too hot and overshot it. So I'm looking for Fazer, but he's still in 4th. As Nigel and Archer battle it out, Archer just manages to creep through on the inside to take P2 away from Nigel. Archer on the soft tyres, Nigel is on the hards. So we've got Viking now, the race leader, on the soft tyres. He's going to be looking to, well, he's got a decent gap at the minute anyway, hasn't he? He's got, what, 3 or 4 second gap back to Archer. Oh, did he pick a penalty? He has. He's picked up a penalty. So Viking then with a half-second penalty. He'll still be in P1. Archer's not close enough to take advantage of that, but he will be able to get just a tenth or two closer. Niggle in third, struggling on the hard tyres, as everybody does in this the Beetle. It really doesn't like the hard tyres. Stormfly's made his way up into fourth after that disastrous last lap he had, where he completely got turn 5 wrong, as has most of the guys on track, to be honest. But Stormfly's made his way up into to fourth. Then there's quite a gang of cars led by Grahamid in fifth. We've got Declan in there, we've got Phasers in there, and Biggie's in there as well. And Biggie manages to go through into seventh. Declan, let's jump on board with Declan, shall we? As we're chasing Grahamid down across the start finish line into turn 1. Get on the accelerator as quick as you can. We've got Biggie coming up behind very quickly into the blind turn 2. Then we are into the S's, turns 3 and 4 and then 5 waiting for them at the bottom, which has been causing so much chaos throughout these races. Declan manages to get through there. It looks like there's a poster board or something in the track there. And now if we just have a look in the mirrors, we can see we've got Biggie all over us, and Biggie's still there. Where is he? There he is. Just about see him. So Biggie's onto the back of Declan. A good exit's what we need out of turn 7. So Declan in 6th, but Biggie in the slipstream in 7th. And it is now a race down the hill towards the chicane. Is Biggie going to have a look? Is he going to have a look? No, not quite close enough. Graham putting the challenge in on Stormfly though as they come around turn 12 and head towards the start finish line. And up towards turn 1, Grahamid is tucked right underneath that rear wing of Stormfly. Stormfly on the hard tyres, Grahamid on the softs. We know how quick Stormfly is now though, so Grahamid has got to be at his best to get by him, even on these hard tyres. Stormfly is going to be a handful. But Grahamid is giving it everything he's got as they go around turn 5. Now then, did he drift a little bit too wide there? I think he might have got away with that. I think he has, but Stormfly didn't. Stormfly went wide as well, and he's picked up half a second, so that really has got to be an encouragement for Grahamid. He's just got to stay with Stormfly now. He will take that place away from him. So Grahamid will move up into P4. We're just going to stick with him for now, because we are approaching the penalty zone. And there we go, Stormfly has served his penalty, and Grahamid, well, Stormfly goes defensive as Grahamid goes, and Grahamid round the outside. Fantastic move from Grahamid Ali. Not a lot Stormfly could do about that. He was just struggling to get that car back up to speed after serving the penalty, and the momentum that Grahamid had just carried him through, even though Stormfly did try to defend that corner going into the chicane. Great move from Grahamid. That puts Stormfly back down into P5. Biggie up to P6 on the soft tyres. He usually has a fantastic third race, does Biggie, but it's not quite gone according to plan this time around. Declan in 7th with Slowpoke not that far behind in 8th. And it really is getting dark out there now, isn't it? Some parts of the track are not very well lit. But Slowpoke getting a little bit closer to Declan into turn 6. Slowpoke on the mediums, Declan having to go with the hards. Remember, he's finished 3rd in the first 2 races, did Declan. But he's on the hard tyres now, and Slowpoke definitely in the slipstream. Falls to the outside. And it's a drag race now down towards the chicane, but I think Slowpoke's just got his nose in front. He had not a lot Declan could do about that. Although Declan having a bit of a look up the inside, he's not going to get a move done there as Slowpoke manages to hold on to 7th. Although Declan coming back at him as they go around the corner from turn 11 into turn 12, and Declan's on the inside. and he's got the inside run, but Slowpoke hanging it round the outside and has managed to keep his nose in front. Down towards turn 1 they go. Slowpoke just in front of Declan, and this is where the softer compound tyres should start to play and be an advantage as they're going into the awkward, tricky S section of the track, and Slowpoke just managing to stay ahead of Declan. Phaser in 9th though, the wide Declan and Slowpoke are battling away. He's managed to creep up unnoticed, and he's going to be challenging Declan as well pretty soon. We are just approaching the 12-minute mark, so 3 minutes left. Hodgie down in 10th, not really seen much of Hodgie. Not really been his track, I don't think. Some people love it, some people hate it, and I don't think this has been Hodgie's best track. We're used to seeing him a lot further up the field. P. White in 11th, Kean is in 12th with Castuan down in 13th. Definitely not his track, is it, tonight? But he'll be back. We are incidentally at Suzuka for the next round. I'm just having a look at my notes, and yes, we are at Suzuka, and there could possibly be rain at that track as well, so that's going to be interesting. That's going to be tomorrow night, and it may well be Darren that comes back to do the comms for that one. So back up to the top though in this race with 2.5 minutes to go. Viking out in front, and doesn't look under any pressure at all, does he? Archer in second, having a fantastic third race is Archer. Thoroughly deserves to be up there in P2, and he is getting closer to Viking, to be fair. It's whether there's enough time left, and I don't think there's going to be. There's 2 minutes, so we're looking about another lap and the rest of this and one more lap. So if Archer's going to do anything, he needs to hurry up and do it. Niggle has managed to hold on to third all the way around this track, despite being on the hard tyres. He is now coming under a bit of pressure from Grahamid, who's on the softer compound tyres. So if Grahamid can get tucked right underneath that rear wing of Niggle, then he may be able to do something on the back straight. If he can't get it done before, he can get it done on the back straight on the very last lap. That's going to be an interesting run-in for these two, but I think, to be fair, Grahamid would want to get this move done and move up into P3 before they get onto the back straight. That way he can try and pull away from Niggle. We'll just follow these two through the S's. Down they go. Oh, well, I'm not quite sure what happened there. A bit of lag, I think, kicked in there. Graham seemed to glitch all over the place, but they're still going. We are still going. Biggie down in 5th. He's made up a place. I'm trying to stick with Grahamid and Niggle. I think Grahamid is going to be making a challenge soon, but I'm also trying to look at the time as well, because we need to follow the leader across the line. Let's have a look and see whereabouts Viking is. Now I think Viking is going to get another lap in. There's 20 seconds left on the clock as he comes around turn 12 and across the start finish line. So Viking will get another lap in. So will Archer. Now Niggle, slight mistake on the exit of the chicane. He's still just in front. Oh no, he's not. Grahamid's gone through. Grahamid has gone through, and Stormfly finishes 6th. He comes across the line in 6th. Slowpoke gets 7th. Phaser gets 8th. Hodgie will cross the line in 9th. Declan 10th. Then we've got P. White across in 11th. Kean will come home in 12th with Castuan 13th, but back up to our leader Viking. He's got another half-second penalty, and Archer is getting closer and closer. This is going to be an interesting run-in as the bar starts to fill up above Viking's car. I bet he is sweating in that cab, and now I think he should just about be able to stay in front, but Archer is going to get a lot closer to him. And there we go, down the hill they go towards the chicane, and well, Archer's just a little bit further back than I thought he was. So it does look like Viking is going to take victory in this third and final race. As we come around turn 12, you can see the checkered flag and across the line. Great win for Viking. Archer in second. Mohammed, oh no! I don't believe it. I don't believe the look that Mohammed is having. Fantastic racing with Nigel to get himself up into third. You can see he's looking comfortable. He's under no pressure whatsoever into the chicane. Gets unsettled at the very first turn, and that throws him off onto the gravel. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. As Nigel comes across the line in third, Biggie gets fourth, and Mohammed fifth. I am gutted for Mohammed. That is so unlucky. Well, that's the way it goes, I suppose. Join us next time when we will be at Suzuka, as I mentioned earlier, and it may well be Idle 4 Gaming that will be doing the coverage for that one. I hope so. If not, I will do it. But yeah, look out for Idle 4 Gaming, because I think he will be covering the Suzuka race. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all later.